Shiv. Today I'm going to share a little bit about the meaning of the word mythology. What does it mean? And I'm going to share what PT has to say on this. He says the word mythology is actually the essence, MYTH, actually stands for my truth. And when is it that we want to look at my truth? So what happens is, if you are a spirited, sentient being on this earth plane, at some point in your life you will have an existential angst around your existence, which is an anxiety about who am I, where am I, what is the purpose of my existence, what have I come here to do, these kind of questions. And different people have, at different times of their lives, they will feel this. And not everybody will feel it at the same time, which is because everybody's evolutionary process is different. It has nothing to do with the age factor. A person in his 20s may feel it, and a person in their 90s may not feel this existential angst, and they may wait for another rebirth to make them get sick of this existence or have these questions about their existence and want to study and understand them. So when we have these kind of queries about our existence, that is when we can look towards mythology. What is mythology? Mythology is a set of allegorical stories which are full of symbolism. So these stories are allegorical because they haven't actually transpired in history at a particular date and time and place. They are symbolic stories which have immense learning hidden in these stories through symbolism. So for example, we have the Bhagavad Gita, which is the Bhagavad Gita, actually the Bhagavad Gita, which is the divine song. We have the Ramayana, we have the story of Samudra Manthan, we have the story of each nakshatra, which has a Vedic story behind it. So when we try to understand or read about these stories, we learn a lot about our existence. The symbolism within these stories teaches us a lot about our existence. When you study about Shiv Parvati or the stories of Lord Narayan, and you understand the significance of them related to any particular nakshatra or just the Vedic stories in itself, or for example the Bhagavad Gita, the Mahabharata, the Ramayana, all of these, they are full of knowledge and they help us understand and get the answers that we need when we are having this anxiety around our existence. And what happens is, when we delve into any of these, we may get some answers at one time, we may develop a certain meaning at a certain time, but perhaps when we go back and read the same thing a second time, we will go deeper and find an even more profound meaning. And maybe a third time you will go even further down into the depth of the text. So these stories are full of meanings and full of symbolism and full of knowledge. So I'm just here to just generate an interest in all of us in whatever way we can. If we can just read about these stories, these Vedic stories, everything is available online nowadays, and understand the symbolism behind these stories, we'll get a lot of answers about our existence. And keep on reading them, because every time you read them, you learn something new. So that is what mythology is all about. It is about, it helps you understand your truth, my truth, which is MYTH. Mythology stands for my truth. And let's just try to understand about our existence through these stories. And that's all I would like to share today. Namaskar. Shiv. Thank you for listening.